What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kai, and today we got a real fire topic to hop on. We're gonna be talking about exactly on why Waka Flocka literally invested $3,000 into a life insurance policy. All right, most people want to know exactly how Waka Flocka is making money through his life insurance policy and exactly how it works. Okay, so within this YouTube video, we'll be going through exactly on what Waka Flocka does, the benefits he gets from investing into a whole life insurance policy, and why it's best for some people to go over to a whole life insurance policy. Okay, so before we go ahead and get started, make sure you hit and like that subscribe button. That way you'll be updated every time your boy drop a fire video. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I want to hop on is it can be multiple things that, of course, a rich person can be able to invest their money into, right? Real estate, they can invest in any type of industry, or they can invest into crypto. It's a lot of things that they'll be able to invest into, but mainly what the rich people, the top 5%, try to do is they try to invest in something that's more passive. And by passive, I mean something that they don't have to work anything for, okay? Trade anytime, do anything for, it just automatically grows without them putting any effort towards it, okay? One of those things happens to be one of the investments that the top 5% invest into, right? That actually earns interest on their money, right? They're actually getting interest on their money. This is what I tell people when it comes to banks, right? So when you go to banks and you deposit money inside the banks can usually get 9 times the amount that you deposit inside that account. Why is that? Because most people don't know that a bank is ran solely off a whole life insurance policy, right? So as you deposit into that account, every time you deposit, you're giving them more and more availability to be able to take out loans on what you're depositing into that account, right? So the same way works with a whole life insurance policy. Now, what Waka Flocka did, of course, no matter the amount you put inside the policy, what happens is, all right, let me give y'all a difference, that way I won't go off topic, okay? So with inside the bank, right, you as a person, when you start a bank account, you are not earning anything on your money that you deposit inside that account, right? You're not earning any interest on the money. You're not getting any benefits by just depositing your money inside that account, right? It's just basically sitting there, right? Now, remember what I just said, that the rich people try to invest their money into places that work passively for them, right? A whole life insurance is one of those key things that they use to be able to invest their money into and get interest and get money off their own money. And the benefits to it is crazy, okay? So basically, you're not getting anything from a bank, right? When you deposit your money inside a bank. The difference between a bank and a whole life insurance policy is when you start a whole life insurance policy, you become your own bank, right? You become your own bank. What do you mean by you become your own bank, Kai? Because when you start a whole life insurance policy, what happens is you fund that policy, right? You fund it with whatever you have, 100,000, 200,000, I don't care if it's 20,000, whatever the amount is, right? You fund that account. Now, it is going to be hard. The lower the amount gets, it is going to be hard to find a representative, an actual whole life insurance policy representative that will take you, right? Because they only get a small commission off what the policy that you do, right? So the bigger the policy, the more they get paid. So you want them to kind of take you serious. But anyway, no matter what you deposit into the account, right? Let's give you an example, Waka Flocka. What Waka Flocka did was he deposited $3 million inside a whole life insurance policy, right? Now, I don't know all the insides on exactly what he's gaining from that policy, but I know I can tell you the rates that people usually get from these type of policies. People can usually get up to 6%, all right, of interest on their money with this policy. Also 8%, and I have seen some people get 12% on their money, right? So that's a huge benefit, the simple fact that you are now your own bank. And when you put your money inside a whole life insurance policy, it is growing interest, right? Without you doing anything, right? So that's just one benefit. Another benefit to this policy that not a lot of people know, and I'm pretty sure this is what Waka Flocka uses, right? Uses this policy for, and majority of rich people, right? They cannot get taxed on anything they purchase with this policy, right? So if I have $100,000 inside this policy, right? Not only, see, this is one of the major big benefits, right? I don't want to skip past this, is that the simple fact that you can pull a loan out on yourself, right? With a normal life insurance policy, you can't do that, right? With the bank, you can't really technically go pull out a loan out on yourself, right? A loan, right? It would have to be taken from the bank, right? You cannot take it from yourself. But with this whole life insurance policy, right, you'll be able to take a loan out on yourself and invest it into any type of industry you want to, right? Let's say that you invested into real estate, the real estate industry, right? You're investing that the money inside your whole life insurance policy into the real estate industry. Now that you took that loan out on yourself, right? Mind you, anything else that is left inside the account is still gaining interest, right? So your money is still growing, right? But you took a loan out, all right? You took a loan out from yourself and you invested into real estate, right? Now that real estate portfolio is literally paying back. This is the whole point, right? This is how the cycle goes, right? The real estate then pays a portion to the life insurance policy, right? And as it pays that portion to the life insurance policy, you are not paying the bank. This is another benefit. Like I said, you are not paying the bank. Now imagine the average person goes out and go get a loan for a home from the banks, right? They go get that loan from the bank, and then when they get the loan from the bank, who are they paying back? They are paying the banks back, right? They're paying the banks back, and they're paying the banks back interest on the money that they gave, right? So ultimately, they paying more than they actually got. But see, with the whole life insurance policy, I'm paying myself back, right? So if my real estate is paying back my whole life insurance policy, then that whole life insurance policy is now gaining interest, right? So every money that is deposited from this real estate portfolio is now gaining interest on it, right? Are you seeing how the cycle is going? Now I have something that is dumping into my whole life insurance policy, right? And it is growing in interest. Not only that, but there's so many benefits when it comes to this policy, okay? But another benefit that comes with it that the rich people love to use is the simple fact that you cannot get taxed with it, right? You will not be able to get taxed with the policy at all. If I decide to go out and pull a loan out on myself and decide to go purchase a house, you cannot be taxed on that loan at all because you purchased it from your whole life insurance policy. And it's a lot of things you'll be able to do with that whole life insurance policy, like Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka is able to even sign artists underneath a whole life insurance policy and be able to take loans out on each one of those individuals because of the simple fact that he has a whole life insurance policy, and that whole life insurance policy is able to take over more things than the average person thinks, right? It's able to be able to go get things like a watch or a necklace, right? An expensive necklace. If I wanted to go out and go purchase a necklace and purchase that through my whole life insurance policy of $2,000, right? And I make sure I pay myself back with that $2,000, I'm gaining interest on my money, right? I'm not paying it back to anybody else but myself, and I'm gaining interest on it. That's the main benefit, right? Because it's all passive. You're putting your money in somewhere and it's literally growing by you not having any effort towards it, right? And it has so many benefits when it comes to this life insurance policy. But that is basically going to be it when it comes to the whole life insurance policy. I pretty much broke down the benefits for you guys. And like I said, a lot of the top 5% of rich people go and invest into a whole life insurance policy simply because how many benefits it has inside the policy, and not too many people know this, right? The most appreciation that somebody can ever have is, of course, on themselves, and not too many people know that, right? Not too many of, I guess you would say middle class, all right? I guess you would say middle class knows that, right? But anyway, that is going to be it for today for this YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys really got a lot of insights when it came to the whole life insurance policy. And just make sure you like and subscribe to your boy channel. That way you'll be updated every time I drop a video. I'm going to be helping you guys all 2022 to be able to grow and build your business. It's your boy, Rich Secrets, and we out.